What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video, your girl wanted to bring you a video talking about my bronzer collection. So this is the last day of bronzer week for the month of December. This is pretty much, I think, my first bronzer week, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I of course am going to end it with a bronzer collection. So these are all the bronzers that are in my collection, including the couple of new bronzers that I did talk about this week. I hope you guys are excited for this collection. I hope you guys have been excited about the week and are excited about the rest of the month, because your girl is just getting started. If you're wondering, I did record this look. I am recording this in the month of November, so this look should, without a shadow of a doubt, already be up by the time this video goes up. And I will have it linked down below. It will be an IGTV video. So yeah, and in case you're wondering what I actually used, I used a new palette to me right now, which is my Smoke Sessions palette from Mount Cosmetics. So that's all I got for you guys. Let's get into it. Okay, at the time of filming this, I have a couple of bronzers that are actually on their way to me. So not every last bronzer that I show in Bronzer Week will be available in this video, but just be kind. Okay, one of the latest ones that I picked up is the Nars Matte Carimba bronzer. This is a bronzer that I saw on one of my favorite YouTubers, Amber Pollock. I saw this on her channel and she said how much she loved this bronzer, and it looks very, very interesting. As of right now filming, I have not touched it because I do want to do kind of a bold first impressions, all that jazz on this bronzer. You guys will be seeing it, do not worry. So yeah, I am very, very excited to test out this bronzer. Then I have, yes, I picked her up. I picked up the Gucci bronzer in the shade 05. I picked this up during the VIB sale. That was the only time I was going to pick this up. And I had to. I kept really wanting to know what it was about this bronzer. And I already have thoughts. I did swatch both of these bronzers. I will be testing them out and reviewing them for you guys. So do not worry. And the reviews should already be up. They should be a part of this week for you guys. Okay, then let us go into these two bronzers. These are another two bronzers that should have been shown in this week, and it is my Full Spectrum bronzer and my Queen Covergirl collection bronzer. These two bronzers, I believe, are the exact same thing, and I just want to show it to you guys. So I am going to be doing a comparison, and I will link all these videos that I reference up above and down below for you guys. But this should be a comparison video that is up already after this week. Another video that I'll be showing two bronzers that I have are going to be showing my Morphe Glamour Bronze bronzer, and I mean, that's not the name, my Morphe Phoenix bronzer and my Morphe Leader bronzer. I'm going to be doing a battle head-to-head of these two bronzers for you guys this past week. So if you guys did not catch that video either, I will of course have that once again linked above and down below. I have the Jouer Bronzer Duo in Deep to Dark. In the summer, I reach for Sun Gaze. In every other season, I will reach for Sun Glow. So I am really enjoying this bronzer duo, and I enjoy all of the bronzers that I have in this collection. My Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder, I can actually get away with bronzing with this powder. It is cooler toned, but I would say it's more neutral than actually straight up cool toned. So I can get away bronzing with this, which is what I really do enjoy. I tend to bronze over contouring. I'm just not a huge contour person. And I also feel like my face is already like angular enough that I just don't need to contour. But really good powder. And hopefully one day I'll start to really break into this and really dig into her. One powder that I know I should probably give up, but I refuse to as of right now, is my Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer in Sun Tone Bronze. This is not dark enough. This is pretty light, and I really like this though. So this is why I keep this. I like this like shimmery side. The matte side really doesn't show up on me at all. The shimmery side pulls a lot warmer, so that red undertone really helps it to work on my complexion. One of my biggest bronzers that I have in my collection is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in her darkest shade, which is 4 Deep. I really do enjoy this bronzer. I did talk about this bronzer in my bronzer roundup, which was the last bronzer roundup. I will have that up in the cards, and I did do swatches of those bronzers in that video, so up there. I really do enjoy this bronzer. Really nice color, really nice warm undertone, and this will be another bronzer that I really target in and get some pan and work through. One bronzer that I am currently panning right now is from Colourpop, and this is in Bits and Pieces. So like I said, I'm recording this in November. By December, I have a feeling that I will no longer have any more product left in this pan, which is good because you guys will see I have quite the bronzer collection, and it would be nice to continue on and get more use out of my bronzers. So yeah, really enjoy this bronzer. And in case you are wondering, I do have a fresh brand new compact that I will be getting use out of. Do not worry. So this will be gone most likely by the time this video even goes on my channel. But I still want to show you guys that I have it and how much pan I actually have. My other Colourpop bronzer that I have is in Rodeo Drive. I don't even think they have this available on their website anymore, which is honestly annoying. This is a really good bronzer for me right now, not during the summer. I really love Bits and Pieces during the summer, during the winter, all year round. It's really nice and warm. This one I can pull off during the spring and winter and fall seasons. So I do enjoy this bronzer, but this one is matte, whereas Bits and Pieces definitely has a sheen to it. So take that as you will. Another sheeny bronzer is my Kosas bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep. This is a beautiful bronzer on the skin. It does smell. It's not as bad. I do have to actually put my nose near the product now. Before, I just opened it and it just woof. So that means that it's good. That smell is aerating. I am happy. So yeah, I will continue to enjoy this product even more when I can no longer smell that smell. I have the Benefit Toasted Hula bronzer, and I really enjoy this baby. It's really nice. The biggest thing that I'm not a huge fan of is, just like everybody, I hate the packaging. Probably what I will do is when I'm ready to really go in and start panning this, I will depot this out of the packaging, just put it in a Z-pot or a Z-palette or whatever, and just work on it then. So yeah, I am excited to get more use out of this, but just not aiming to pan this currently and right now. I have another expensive bronzer, and this is from Girl On, and this is in 09 Intense. This is not intense. It's not, at least not on me. So take that as you will, but I refuse to get rid of this, so it's still here. Okay, then we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Endless Summer. This does actually work on me, and it's actually really nice. I don't know why I haven't reached to actually go ahead and pan this again. I just haven't reached for it, but it is a really nice bronzer, and I will get some use out of it later on in my life. I have 2 Becca products that I use as bronzer. One is one of their multitasking powders, and this is in Deep Bronze, and this is deep. So this would be a bronzer that I would reach for in the summer if I want like a deep, coolish shade. It is cooler. It's not too warm, but I could also really pull this off easily as a contour shade. So I do have quite a few contour shades thrown in this collection every now and then. I don't contour a lot, but when I do want to, I do have quite a few choices, which I love choices, as you guys can see. Throughout this month, you'll see my whole collection. Then I have the Becca Sunlit bronzer in Maui Nights. I think this is an okay bronzer. I know a lot of people were like raving for this bronzer. It was their holy grail. This has never been a holy grail, but I do enjoy it. I really do get use out of it when I want to, and eventually I will feel okay to pan it and not repurchase it. I know that that's how I'll feel about this bronzer. Then I have another matte bronzer, and this is from the Sephora collection, and this is in the shade 06 Ibiza. This is going to be in that latest bronzer roundup video. I do really enjoy this bronzer. It's nice. I'm not going to talk too much because I've talked about that bronzer a lot. Then I have two bronzers from Mented Cosmetics. Come on. This one is in Yacht Life, and this one is in Out of Office. I can use both of these. I would only use this one during the summer and this one every other season, but I can work through both of these, and I intend to work on both of them as well. Then we have my trusty dandy Prime Beauty bronzer in Bronzeville. Before I was aiming to finish up my Colourpop Bits and Pieces bronzer, I was working on this, and I got to it enough that there is definitely a small ringing action going on in this product. I like it. I probably will go ahead and reach for this again just so I can hit my pan and get to that goal, and then go for another one just fresh out the box. But this is a good bronzer. There's a lot of product. So if you want a bronzer where you know you're gonna have a lot of product, not have to worry about hitting pan or anything, this is one of the bronzers out of my collection I would recommend, because I got tired of using this bronzer because there was so much product and I just did not see any pan. And that tells you something, because I get dedicated towards using bronzers so that I can see the pan, and I don't really get too affected, but I got affected with that one. Then we have Makeup Revolution's Sculpting Bronzer in Robe. I really enjoy this bronzer. It's really nice and warm. I find it is nicely blendable and just beautifully pigmented. I really do enjoy Makeup Revolution's cheek products. I have found quite a few cheek products from them that I think work really nicely. Then I have the Nabla bronzer in Profile, and I really enjoy this bronzer. This is the only baked gelée formula that I have bronzer wise in my collection. It's really nice. In case you are wondering, I would recommend a natural haired, very dense brush to pick this up. Currently the brush that I really use to pick this up is the 05 brush from Rougher, but that brush ain't cheap. So just any really nicely dense brush I would recommend. I say natural hair, because natural hair tends to pick up tougher formulas easier. But if you are if you're cruelty free, then of course by all means go ahead and use a synthetic brush, but just make sure it's really nicely packed. Then I have my Zoeva bronzer in Lumi 06. I think this is an okay bronzer. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this to you guys. It shows up, but it's just not the best. What I would do for this bronzer when I want to use it, I would definitely put a cream bronzer under. I find that when I put a cream bronzer under any other bronzer, it really amplifies the powder bronzer that I put on top. So that is what I'm going to do when I go ahead and finally start to get my progress in this bronzer. Then we're getting to another bronzer that I've hit pan in, and this is my Fenty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy. I do have a slight half crescent slither situation going on with this bronzer. I really did enjoy this, and I still do enjoy it. I just stopped because I didn't want to get too much pan and feel the need to repurchase. Do I feel the need to repurchase right now? I don't know. I really do enjoy it, and I may go ahead and expand this pan, but I don't know if I feel the need to repurchase. As you guys can see, I have quite a bit of bronzers. And although I do use matte bronzers, I do prefer more luminous satin finish. So we'll see. Then I have a couple from Marina Butte. This one is in 01 Chocolate. This one is in Terra Rouge. and this one is in Ebony. I think all three of these products from Marina View are really nicely pigmented, really nicely blendable, and just really beautiful. You get a combination between these three products with shimmer and satin, and then just plain on matte, which I do really enjoy. And in case you are interested in chocolate and Ibiza, wow, if in case you're interested in chocolate and ebony, those two shades are currently in a duo on the brand's website, so I would recommend that. Then you can get the best of both worlds instead of picking them up single compact wise. Then I have my Makeup Geek bronzer in Burnished. I use this as like a no fuss no muss bronzer. You really don't get too much from this. It's really, I would say, a neutral undertoned bronzer, which I think there is definitely a time and a place for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do enjoy it. I got quite a bit of use out of it when I originally picked it up, and I will continue to get more use out of it as I roll through my bronzers, get more, finish some, etc. Then I have my Kylie bronzer, and this is in Tawny Mommy. I think this is a nice bronzer. It does work on my complexion. It's not a strong matte finish in my opinion. It definitely has a little bit of luminosity to it, so I like that about it. And yeah, eventually I will go ahead and make this my project pan bronzer and really get my use out of it. I have a powder that I use as a bronzer from Jouer, and this is in the shade Deep. A friend bought this for me and I love it because of that. This actually is a really nice shade. It actually is too deep for me during the normal part of the year, but I could probably set my foundation with this during the summer, so that might be another alternative that I just did not do this past summer. So yeah, I really do enjoy this product, and I will use it when its time is near. I have another Luminous product that I use as a bronzer, and this is actually a highlighter in Luminous Bronze from e.l.f. When I use this product, I use it very lightly, and I use an extremely big fluffy brush, but I really do enjoy it nonetheless. I could of course put this in my highlighter drawer and actually use it as a highlighter, but I use it as a bronzer and I enjoy it, so there's that. And then the last bronzer in my collection is from e.l.f. and this is actually from their primer infused line, and this is in the shade Always Spicy. And as you can see, I have quite a nice little bit of pan there. I got a lot of use out of this to get this to this point, and I do enjoy it. And there is quite a small situation right here, so I could probably extend this pan nicely in a very short amount of time. So good things. This is my bronzer collection. I am gonna put these all back where they need to go and count them up for you guys, and we're gonna wrap up this video. So I have a total of 35 bronzers, which is a wee bit exorbitant. We're gonna go with that. But if you know me, you know that I love bronzer. Bronzer is one of my favorite categories of makeup. Applying makeup, the actual application, I just truly enjoy. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed bronzer week. By the time I get this video up, I'm pretty sure I would have finished my Colourpop Bits and Pieces bronzer, and I already know what I am going to do because I'm doing stuff in the background. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just let you guys know, I am actually going to take the time after I finish that bronzer to focus in on the 3 bronzers that I either have pan in or are very close to having pan. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to extend the pan in my Fenty and my e.l.f. bronzer, and I'm going to work on actually getting pan in my Prime Beauty bronzer. And I'm going to do that because next year what I want to do is actually take account into how long it takes me to actually hit pan in a bronzer and how long it takes me to actually finish a bronzer. So those are some things that I'm going to be doing next year. I hope you guys are excited. I'm really excited for everything when it comes to this channel, growing my makeup collection, growing my knowledge, all of that. So I hope you guys are excited. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed Bronzer Week, and I hope you look forward to the next couple of weeks I got planned for you guys, and I hope they come out well. Always comment down below anything that you want me to know, a favorite bronzer that you think I should try, a favorite brand you want me to try, anything and anything. I would love to talk to you guys down below. And as always, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget, Black lives do matter. Remember to wear a mask, stay safe. Remember, your mental health is important, and don't forget to learn something every day. Alrighty guys, I will see you guys in my next video.